Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're going to be doing a banana nut bread with a streusel top. And I'm going to show you how to do that coming up right now. Okay, first thing we got here, we got 2 cups of all-purpose flour in this bowl. And what we're going to do, we're going to add to that, we got a half cup of firmly packed brown sugar. We're going to drop in there. We're just going to break that up some. Give it a little mix there with the whisk just to break that brown sugar up where we had it packed up there. And to that, we're going to add 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 teaspoon here. And that little old lip on there, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that little old lip, you can just drag that little old thing off and that'll give you the 1 1/4. Again, just drag it off. 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'll just drag it off over a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Set that over there out of the way. We're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And this is just regular table salt. A 1/2 teaspoon. And we're going to sift that up. I mean, not sift it, but we're just going to mix it up good with our whisk there. Get that all combined good. And then we got 2/3 cup of chopped walnuts we're going to throw in there. And we're just going to whisk them around in there some just to get them mixed up good. Now you can add like a 2/3 cup of caramel candies in there at this point if you'd like to. Just what you do is just get the little caramel squares there you can buy from the store and just cut them in 4 pieces, and just drop them in there. Be sure that each piece is coated good in the flour. But we got that mixed up pretty good there, so we're just going to set that over out of the way, and I'm going to get some of this stuff here out of my way. And we're going to do our wet ingredients. Now what we got here, we got about 2 1/2 well-ripe bananas. And we're just going to sort of mash them up. Yeah, you want your bananas for your banana bread really well ripe. You don't want them where they're firm, like you would eat them. You want them past the point where you're going to eat them. And I'll tell you a secret about, if you go to the store and you buy you some bananas and you don't want to wait for them, to get really well ripe like this, what you can do, if they're really greenish like they are most times we buy them out of the store, you can turn your oven on to 350, lay them on a baking sheet, a cookie sheet, slide them in your oven for about 10 minutes. They'll come out just like that. All right. So what we got here, and I'm going to use this whisk. We got 2 eggs, 2 large eggs here at room temperature. I'm just going to give them a whisk. About fast like, just beat them up. And we're going to dump them in on top of our bananas there. Set that over there out of the way, and I'm just going to sort of stir that up together. And then we're going to add, that's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir. And we got us a half cup of butter that's melted, and this come back to about room temperature. We're going to stir that in there a little bit. And then we got a third cup of sour cream that we're going to put in there. That's a third cup of sour cream. We want to get all that sour cream in there. Man, I love sour cream. Some people don't like sour cream. Matter of fact, my wife don't like sour cream. That she likes it if it's cooked into a food, but just eat it. If it's not cooked into a food, she just don't care nothing for it. But now, man, I could eat that sour cream just straight out of the tub. We just want to get that stirred up and mixed up good. We're just going to take our whisk. But we want to be sure that we got them bananas whisked up, mixed up good. Going to lay that right there, and we're going to take this whisk, and we're just going to sort of whisk them just to be sure that we don't have no big chunks in our bananas. Now, it doesn't matter if you have, a few smaller chunks, but you don't want no big chunks in your bananas. See how that changed colors when I got a hold of that whisk there? Now, we're just going to add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients there. We're just going to dump all of our dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Set that over out of the way, and I'm going to start off with a whisk. I'm hoping that I can whisk it all in. Probably have to get that there, mix that in. Have to get my thing there, but I want to get it started with this whisk anyway so I don't splatter it everywhere. Yeah. And we're going to swap back now. We're going to just fold this in, make sure we get this folded in good here and get all of our stuff around off of the sides and off of the bottom. Make sure we get it mixed in good. And you don't want to over mix this. You just want to get it mixed till you don't see any more flour or anything like that in it. Just mixed good. And it's not going to be a soupy mixture, and it's not going to be a sticky mixture. It's just going to be about like that. That's about the consistency you're looking for. You want to check, make sure it got all the flour. Now, what we got here, we got us just a regular little loaf pan, and I've sprayed it, greased it, and I got it lined with I put parchment paper in the bottom just to be sure that nothing sticks in it. And we're just going to empty this over in there. Man, don't that look good? I can't wait to get a hold of this. I love me some banana bread. Anyway, we just want to empty all of our mixture out into our loaf pan there. I'll go in here and scrape this around some here. Be sure that I get all of it out of there. Because believe me, I want every bit of that. I don't want to leave nothing. Get that in there. Get it over out of the way. We're just going to spread this around evenly here, sort of even like. Now, you could stop right here and bake this, and you'd have a good loaf of banana bread. But we're going to go one step further. We're going to put us a little streusel top on it. So what I got here, I got about a third of a cup of them chopped walnuts. I'm just going to sprinkle around on top of it. just to make it good. There we go. That's good enough. And then here I got some of those caramels like I was talking about, where I chopped them up, and you can see I took that square and I just cut it into 4 pieces and just little bit pieces, and I'm just gonna sort of drop them down on top there. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna melt as they as our banana bread's cooking. These are gonna melt, and they're gonna give us that streusel top that we want, that we're looking for. And man, you talk about good. That's gonna be some good eating. Now I got about 10 of them little squares here in this bowl that I chopped up. That's about 10 squares, or like I said, it's about 1/3 of a cup. But if you count squares, that's about 10 of the squares. Chopped just into 4 pieces each. You really don't want to get them, all the way against the side of your pan, because you don't want that caramel all over your pan if you can keep from it. Now it's going to melt and run down some, you know what I mean? But we just try to spread them around, get some around. You just spread it out sort of evenly, if you see a spot that looks like, it may, of course, you ain't got to have them up against each other because they're going to melt. But, you don't want a big gap in between them. I'll show you here what I'm talking about. And we got that. And that's what well, if I can do it, that's what it looks like. Once you get it topped, I can't really turn it up because of my batter ain't cooked, but sort of give you some idea of what it looks like there when it's topped. And what we're going to do, we're going to put this in the 350-degree oven. I got my oven set 350 degrees. It's preheated over there. And we're going to let this bake for about 1 hour until we can insert a toothpick in the middle of it, and it'll come out clean. And so then we'll take it out. We're going to let it cool for a minute, and then we'll bring it back, and we're going to cut into it and do a taste test. Okay, we got our banana nut bread out of the oven. It's been setting for about 20 or 30 minutes. We're going to cut a slice here, and we can see how that streusel topping did with caramel and stuff. We're going to cut some off here. Cut us a couple of slices. Oh yeah, you can see the walnuts and stuff in there. Man, I bet this is gonna be good. It's still warm on the inside some yet. It hadn't completely cooled down yet. Can we get that over? Yeah. See, can we get us a piece out here without tearing it up? Because like I said, it's still warm yet. Yeah, you can see the inside of it there, what it looks like on the inside and stuff. See all the walnuts in it and stuff. We're going to do a taste test here now and see what we come up with. I like me some banana nut bread. You got to try this recipe, people. That is some good nut bread right there. Like I said, you want your bananas. I showed you about how you want your bananas. You don't want to use ripe bananas because you need your bananas to be overly ripe to the point where you don't want to eat them by themselves for this to turn out. Because then your bananas are sweeter than what they are if they're ripe. And like I said, if your bananas are ripe, put them on a baking sheet, put them in the oven 350 degrees, 10 minutes. That'll ripen them on up, make you some banana bread, and enjoy it. Hey, if you would, give the video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you that do. Appreciate all of you that take the time every day to watch our videos. Banana nut bread with a streusel topping. We'll see you on the next one.